Hi, everybody. Welcome to Feed Strategy Chat. I'm your host, 𝐂𝐤𝐭𝐡, Editor-in-Chief of Watts Feed Brands. This edition of Feed Strategy Chat is brought to you by Natural Remedies. With over 3 decades of expertise, Natural Remedies is an industry leader in the natural animal healthcare sector. Combining the best of traditional knowledge and modern science, Natural Remedies delivers scientifically validated, effective, safe, and consistent animal and human healthcare products. For more information about Natural Remedies, visit www.naturalremedy.com. Today, we're joined by Dr. K.N. Reddy, CEO of Natural Remedies. He's here to discuss how stress impacts swine performance and health and offers insights into potential solutions. Hi, Dr. Reddy. How are you today?
Hi, Jackie. Good evening. I'm doing well. So happy to interact with you today.
We're so happy to have you on the show. Now, with that, let's get right into our interview. How does stress affect swine health and productivity? And will you please provide some examples to support that?
As you know, in intensive pig production, the stress may be caused by multiple disturbances. So, in a scientific language, people say the stress causing agent is called as a stressor. Based on the nature of the stress, they are divided into physiological stressors, managemental stressors, physiological stressors, environmental stressors, and the diseases, the environmentally. Any disturbance which cause to the animal from its normal physiology, it is called as stress. And as you know, in pigs, especially the high density diseases, aggressive behavior, reaction to any disturbance, all this leads to stress. In turn, stress is a causative agent for ruining the performance. The economic losses are very prone, very visible when stress is observed in the animals. For example, just to pick swine, the cortisol level is 2 to 6 nanograms per liter of saliva. But when stress is there, depending upon the intensity and degree of stress, it can go up to 5 to 10 times. Now, just imagine what kind of imbalance will happen in the body and how it leads to multiple production challenges and performance issues. So, therefore, the very important is to take care of the stress of the animals so that the health and the productivity both are achieved by addressing the root cause of the stress.
Now, what are some of the current challenges when managing things such as aggressive behavior in pigs?
Animals, different breeds, different management conditions, and mostly, the aggressive behavior is triggered by high density. You know, the social stressors, we call it as social stressors. So when animal doesn't have its freedom to move and, it's under stress, then, the pecking will happen, tail biting, flank biting, and then the animal will become very aggressive, a lot of noise. So with this challenge, what will happen? The degree of stress, the degree of aggressive behavior, not only individual animal which got affected, it will lose its production and performance issue. At the same time, it also induces similar amount of stress to the other animals which are associated with that. So there are different breeds which are very highly prone for this kind of aggressive behavior, which causes social stress to the animal. Thereby, health and productivity is getting compromised due to this aggressive behavior.
Now, in your experience, what role does hormone regulation play in improving or enhancing animal welfare?
Hormones balance is very crucial. Hormone imbalance leads to a lot of issues. If we pick up one example like cortisol increase leads to protein catabolism, immunosuppression, antibody formation. Overall, the health of the animal will get affected. So as a result, the productivity will get affected. So the internally, the physiological modification will happen. Therefore, immunity is compromised, and regular health gets affected. So therefore, maintaining the hormones or regulation of hormones with the optimum physiological conditions is inevitable for the animal welfare as well as productivity.
And when the effects are negative, how can that be remedied?
Especially the segment which very useful to address this problem is plant derived additives. Plant derived additives, from here we call it as phytogenic solutions. So these additives, by virtue of their, the compound structures like secondary metabolites like polyphenols, alpha lactones, triterpenoids, they are very effective in addressing the root cause of the problem. So if the stress is increased, the root cause will be addressed from, cortisol to be addressed right from central nervous system, which is CRHR1 receptor. So not only the stress problem is taken care at the effect level, even at the cause level, it is addressed. So therefore, feed efficiency is enhanced because of good health. When immunity is not compromised, phytogenic feed additives provides for the commercial production reduction in the antimicrobial usages, and they also help to lower the greenhouse emissions. Especially our focus is in improving the feed efficiency as well as the productivity and the animal welfare. These are the three deliverables the phytogenic solutions can provide for the livestock producers without using chemical products.
And in addition to the health benefits to the animal, how do these solutions or concepts that we've discussed today support the industry's efforts to reduce the environmental impact of animal production?
As I mentioned, especially the greenhouse gases emission, and by using phytogenic solutions, one can avoid the chemical products. For example, synthetic choline chloride can be replaced with natural choline greener alternative. As a result, we are able to save the environment, the carbon footprint, and especially the food chain will not have chemical drugs, and the food safety can be achieved through phytogenic solutions. Today, across the world, livestock producers are, struggling to grow their livestock without chemical products usage, which will have withdrawal effect. So the regulators are enforcing to produce the animal protein with safe means. So phytogenic solutions will provide three major benefits. One, the feed efficiency, reduction in the usage of antimicrobials or feed growth promoters, and animal welfare. These three things, and environmental, especially environment and sustainability part. These are the four core benefits we can enable and empower our livestock producers while they maintain optimum productivity, while maintaining the animal welfare. They can become profitable by adapting these phytogenic solutions.
If you will be at EuroTier 2024 in November, consider attending the Feed Strategy Seminar, Adaptogen, an innovative approach to animal stress management. This session will be held on November 12th at 4 p.m. in the Swine Hall in the Technical Forum stage. Professor Juan Carlos Alaria of the Universidad Complutense in Madrid will examine the impact of stress hormones on monogastric productivity, swine stress and aggressive behavior, and explore the technical science behind NR adaptogen, a natural solution improving animal welfare and health. If you'd like more information about the event, visit the EuroTier website, or for more on the solutions we discussed today, please visit www.naturalremedy.com. Thank you so much, Dr. Reddy, and thanks to you for tuning in.